NFL and college basketball bets and analysis Thursday, December 12th, guys. Big winner yesterday with the Golden State Warriors, +3 guys, improving the season of basketball to 19-5, $49,901 profited within this season alone, guys, which just started a month ago. Now, before I start today's analysis, guys, I'm going to start something new. Transparency is key in this industry, and I believe if you don't post your results every day, you are scamming, right? And on Instagram, I post my results every single day, win or lose, with my tickets, real results from a real professional. Now, I'm taking it a step extra within the YouTube, and I'm going to start showing you guys my results for the last 7, 30, and 3 months every single time I do the show. That way, there's no questions as to what's happening, right? A lot of you guys comment, hey, man, you don't post your results, but I do. It's on Instagram. Now, I'm going to start doing this here so you guys get the full picture. So we're going to do it really quick before starting today's analysis. Last 7 days, and we'll do it through the spreadsheet. Last 7 days, we'll start off through Clemson, and we are up $4,140 over the last 7 days. Over the last month, which we'll grab through November 11th, you see the dates right here. November 11th through December 11th, up $15,952. And the last 3 months, we'll grab all the way through September 11th, which is exactly 3 months from today. And let's see how much we're up over the last 3 months. We'll go to September 11th, and that gives us a total figure of $70,695 profited over the last 3 months, guys. Long term, we are winning. Long term, we profit, and that's how investors do it. So if you guys have been winning, if you guys have been growing, if you guys have been learning, all I ask for in return is for you to share the show with a couple buddies that do the same thing. Like this video, shoot a comment, guys, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Last thing, guys, as you guys saw yesterday, I did not post a free YouTube because I am in Vegas traveling and I was golfing. Now, tomorrow there's no video as well. And if you guys want all my plays, that's what my VIP is for. The link's below. Lock it in if you guys want all my plays. If you don't, then you guys are going to have to wait for next week to get the next video. So 2 games I'm looking at for today, guys. Rams at San Francisco. What a weird line. The Rams are playing great ball as of late. They lead in majority of the categories for this matchup over the last 3 games and throughout the season. Yet the San Francisco 49ers are favored at -2.5 with key injuries. Key injuries. You don't have McCaffrey. You don't have Bosa. Well, potentially you don't have Bosa. You don't got their left tackle, Williams, which is one of their best players. You don't have key players, right? And they haven't been playing too well. And the line's still at -2.5 after the Rams destroyed the Bills last week, which is a little curious. If you created your line for this, you probably had this more at Pick'em or maybe even Rams as -1. This game at -2.5, -3. Huge deal, guys. Huge deal in regards to how Vegas positioned this line. Now, let's break this game down a little bit. First and foremost, guys, this line opened up a lot higher. It's pushed down altogether to that 2.5 mark. Money and support, for the most part, is going to the LA Rams based on DraftKings and VSIN. Based on Twitter, on John Ewing and BetMGM, it's looking like the Rams are attracting more of the money big time on that money line. 79% of the bets, 67% of the money, 48% of the bets, and 58% of the money on the spread going to the San Francisco 49ers. Now, key stats for this game that I've been looking at. Last 5 games for the San Francisco 49ers versus the LA Rams, guys. They are 4-1 straight up at home. 4-1 straight up at home, which is a key stat to look into, right? And when we look at it head-to-head here on Covers.com, you see that last game out, the Rams beat San Francisco January 7th by 1 point at home. And other than that, they've been protecting their home court, which is a big deal. And they're still both fighting for playoff position. So let's look at that really quick before going into the full analysis of this game. Rams sitting 8th right now. They have a 50% chance to make the playoffs if they win. If they lose, 22% chance. So this is a very key game for the Rams. But it's also for the 49ers. If the 49ers lose today, they're going to be essentially eliminated. So both these teams are coming with motivation. And the NFL, moving forward, you're going to have to factor that in. Playoff motivation, right? You don't want to take a Cowboys team at this point, a Bears, a Panthers team. Even though the Panthers-Cowboys line this weekend, Panthers -1, first time being favored in God knows how long. That's the trappiest line of the week. And I'd probably lean towards the Panthers. But all in all, guys, you got to play with teams that are motivated to play. Now, key stats that matter. The key stats that matter for me, yards per play offensively and defensively. This stats, San Francisco 49ers lead the way so far this season, both offensively, defensively. QB rating so far right now, Purdy had a better week last week. And altogether, let's look at the season. 94.6 QB rating for the LA Rams and 94.4 for the San Francisco 49ers. So really rather even last week. Both quarterbacks played really well. And Stafford's starting to play real good ball. Now, the stats that matter. Third down conversion percentage, San Francisco 49ers lead the way in throughout the season. Also in stopping the third down passes from the offense that they're facing. Then we look at NFL team opponent red zone scores per game. So touchdowns they're allowing to be scored per game. The LA Rams are playing a little bit better so far this season when it comes to not allowing touchdowns on the red zone. Then we go to the flip side, which is offense, red zone efficiency. Are they scoring touchdowns or are they settling for field goals? And in this category right here, let's see where San Francisco stands versus the LA Rams. San Francisco at 22nd, LA Rams at 13th, guys. And turnover margins, we're looking at a situation very similar. LA Rams does lead the way throughout the season. Now, this game, guys, there's a lot of things that we got to factor in for this game. First and foremost, injuries, McCaffrey out, and their backup running back out as well. They're going to depend on Guerrero, which played a good game last week. But altogether, this is a game that if they expect to win, they need to target Kittle a little bit more and Deebo Samuel and run the ball more with Deebo Samuel rather than Guerrero. The line is rather fishy, guys. I am leaning 49ers money line to stay away from the spread, just in case it's a close game, and that most likely will be the play of the day, and I'll be posting it on Instagram like I have been doing for the past few days. Second game that I'm looking at that I'll let you guys know, give you guys a quick analysis, is Iowa State versus Iowa, guys. To me, this game is a very fishy game. Iowa, undefeated at home. Iowa, bringing a lot of their starters back throughout the season. They're an experienced team, guys. They have brought majority of their team back from last season in the past few years, and they're facing an Iowa State team that's playing lights out. Now, key stats and key things to look at here is go look at when Iowa State last won in Iowa. Let's look at it right here. Last game they played in Iowa, December 22nd, Iowa won. Previous game, December 11th, 2020, Iowa won. Iowa has protected their home court over the last 4 games. You're catching them at a spread that's 5.5, not to win. They're undefeated at home, and this is a critical game for them. This is a rivalry matchup. Now, do not get me wrong. This is probably one of the better Iowa State teams we've seen in the recent years, but I'm comfortable enough with laying the points at 5.5 with Iowa. Now, the decision will be made closer to game time, guys, as always, posting the ticket closer to game time, looking at injuries, looking at line movements, and that's how investors work, guys. I'm not going to rush to throw a play out here and the line moves or an injury happens and then I'm screwed. No, that's not being smart. Being smart is waiting to get all the information, and then from there, guys, you invest. So I'll post a ticket on my Instagram closer to game time, guys. Like, subscribe, and share the show with your buddies, and I'll catch you guys next week.